Greetings, everyone. I am Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day number 5 of albums that are 40 years old in 2025 as we look back and celebrate the 40th birthdays and anniversaries of some great albums from 1985, released 40 years ago this year. But there's only 28 days in the month, so we can only pick out our 28 favorites. I'm doing it each and every day, one pick a day. You're doing the same down in the comments below. Today, for pick or day number 5, this is an album released on May 13th, 1985. It's the 5th album from this British band, recorded at Abattoir Studios in Birmingham, over there in the UK, produced by Kit Wolven for FM Records, Polydor Records, depending on where you were, what your territory, geographic location is. I'm talking about Magnum's On a Storyteller's Night. That's right. The band that sadly lost their founding member, guitarist, and main songwriter just a little over a year ago. Tony Clarkin, of course. The band has been playing some shows of late, kind of as a tribute and celebration of Tony's life, to kind of maybe put the finishing touches on the career of Magnum, because they basically said without Tony they really can't go on creating new music and whatnot without him. So they're basically just going out and playing all the great songs, celebrating the life of Tony as a tribute to him, which I think is a cool thing to do. So we've got on this particular album the lineup of Mr. Tony Clarkin on guitar, the great Bob Catley on vocals, Wally Lowe bass guitar, Mark Stanway on keyboards, of course Mark played with Thin Lizzy, and Jim Simpson on drums, along with a little bit of help from some backing vocalists and things and whatnot. So what do we have on this pretty grandiose album? I mean, this is, for most people, the favorite, the most noteworthy Magnum album ever released. I wouldn't argue with that. I would say it's definitely a top 3, maybe even number 1. I've said it's my number 1 on numerous times. How Far Jerusalem kicks off. What a great song. What a great anthem. This album is just filled with anthems. You know, this is a band that kind of hard to categorize. You know, they're hard rock, they're AOR, they're melodic rock, there's touches of prog in there, right? They can do the ballads, they do the heavy rock, they do the proggy stuff, but they're just a great melodic rock band when you really come down to it. But maybe pop rock too, right? They had some of their, especially their early stuff, but very consistent across the entire catalog, and this was their, you know, kind of like their magnum opus. Just Like an Arrow's up next, another great song. Then, of course, you got On a Storyteller's Night, the title track, which is just absolutely incredible. And, you know, this band had this way of putting lots of different elements into these songs, but yet did it within the kind of 3 to 5 minute framework, right? You know, they could do the longer tracks, like How Far Jerusalem is over 6 minutes long, but everything else on this album is roughly 3 to 5 minutes. And it comes in, you get the great vocal harmonies, the memorable choruses, great guitar work, lots of keys, outstanding vocal harmonies, just everything, and get out of Dodge, right? Before First Light, another really great song. Then you got Les Morts d'Essence. That's another lengthier one, 5:47. Endless Love, really good hook on that one. Two Hearts, again, full of hooks. Steal Your Heart, a lot of heart songs on here, right? All these songs, you know, you go and listen to this stuff today and you're thinking, how did this album and this band and some of these songs not become huge here in America? Because a lot of this stuff is like tailor-made for radio play, MTV play. But again, we've talked about it here on the channel before, specifically on the UK connection. I mean, you look at the guys in Magnum, not really MTV worthy as far as their look. You know, the big beards, the hats, and yeah, just for whatever reason, just never really caught on here, but yet should have. All England's Eyes, terrific anthem. So good, man, that chorus so good. Bob Catley, such a great singer. Such a great singer. Then, of course, The Last Dance finishes it all off in grand fashion. Just the whole album, just very melodic, memorable song after memorable song. Hook after hook. Cool guitar riff and keyboard lick all over the place. And just big, bright production. And, yeah, like I said, just one of those albums that, like, you make your way through it. It's just one song after another. Just sticks with you. So good. They have a lot of albums like this. I mean, this is their most noteworthy, but I think that if you go through the catalog, you'll find plenty of albums in their discography that have similar attributes to this particular one. You know, you can maybe go to the first two records where maybe they're doing a little heavier stuff, longer tracks and whatnot, but they just hit a stride with like their third, fourth, and fifth album that continued throughout the catalog. And this is another one of those bands that if you the last 8 to 10 albums they released before Tony passed away, all of like equal, similar, high quality. So really, really good stuff. Charts. In Sweden, this made it to number 44. And on the UK album charts, made it to number 24. And in fact, it's certified in the UK as a gold record, 100,000 units sold. Again, the US totally missed out on this band. Plus, they hardly ever toured here, if at all. I think they only came over here once or twice. That didn't help either. But yeah, this band should have been really big here, and it just never quite happened, which is a shame. So, and as far as singles go, Just Like an Arrow, released March of 1985. So basically, right before the album's release, and then coinciding with the album's release, the title track on the Storyteller's Night, released in May 1985. So yeah, really, really good band, and a really, really great album among many great albums in their discography. If you're like watching this video today and you're like, oh, I never really listened to Magnum, even though we've been promoting this band on this channel for years and years and years, I would say go back and watch the Ranking the Album show that Stephen Reed and I did, got a number of years ago. We've done a few Magnum related shows on the UK connection. You can hear Simon, Stephen, and myself gushing about them. And yeah, this is a band that if you like memorable, hook-laden rock music that rocks, that's radio-friendly, catchy, got a little touch of prog in there as well, I think you'll really like this band. Just absolute, sophisticated, high-class stuff throughout the entire catalog. So go check them out. And On a Storyteller's Night is my pick for today. If you're a fan, let us know what you think down in the comments below, as well as your pick for today, day number 5. And we'll see you tomorrow for number 6. Till then, visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Click on that. Thank you. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm. The more likes they see, the more they're going to want to push this video out there. It's the way it goes. Also down below, get the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options. All listed down below. Thank you in advance for those of you who do support. And we'll see you tomorrow for another one. Day number 6, just ahead. More stuff coming up on the channel. We've got Ryan Scow coming up tonight doing one of those radio hits that I still love to hear and those I can't stand. That's coming up tonight. Do not want to miss this one. Ryan is going to kill a bunch of sacred cows tonight on the show, so go check it out. A lot of laughs. I think you'll be interested in lots of his picks, both the ones he likes and the ones he doesn't like. So that's all coming up tonight on the channel. Till then, I'm Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.